Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin in Tucson, Arizona. Thanks so much for being here today. OldPuebloCoin.com, TucsonCoinshow.com. Hope to see you in January at the biggest little coin show in the Southwest. And today we have a PCGS open box video full of world coins. I'm actually really excited about this little group of stuff. I always enjoy getting to share different types of world coins with you guys. These 1948 5 peso coins from Mexico are uh, nicknamed Guatemoc because of who is on the coin right there. That's what that word is. If you just want to say Guatemoc, you could. It's okay too. Almost sounds like an animal out here, a mysterious animal called a Cotamundi. Guatemundi. This is Unk details on this guy, and you can actually see the cleaning. There are a couple of the different areas with some hairlines on them that are running at different angles. Some of these lines on here are no bueno, especially this group actually on the back. That little area back there, running back and forth, that is the bad kind. Those are scratches. And that is me doing one of these when I look at a coin and saying, yeah, I like that coin, and then missing the area that I should have found. So Guatemocs are not rare coins per se. Mexican coins in the last couple of years have become a lot more popular in general, and coins like these certified are definitely selling pretty well still, even now. This MS65 coin, if I remember right, in 65 they're a 75 to a $75+ type coin. The coins themselves on these guys are, I believe, just slightly larger than a US silver dollar. I get some of my numbers mixed up, but I think these are 0.86 of an ounce, and his silver dollar is 0.77. Really handsome looking piece on those guys. And one more Guatemoc, and then we'll get into the next thing. These they made in different years. This is a 48. They made 47s. Trying to remember if they made 49s. This one a little bit nicer than the previous coin. That other one had some big hits on it. This one is MS66. I know some of you guys are looking up Cotamundis right now, trying to figure out if they're a real thing or if I'm making up a jackalope story right now. Next up, I've got a Crackout for you. Actually, we'll save the Crackouts for last because they're always fun. Sarawak. I mean, what a great coin. Pretty cool stuff. I think I picked that up way back in, oh heavens, where did I get that at? Central States Show in the springtime, and right now we are in what would be called the fall some places. It's 100 degrees here, so that's also what we call the fall. And this also is a Crackout. We're going to get to that guy in a moment. But first, something you've probably never seen. There are a whole lot of really cool metals from Mexico. And look at the relief on this guy. Centenario, so this is the Juarez victory, 100th year anniversary. This is a Mexico City mint metal. There's the MO. Kind of fun. Guy's handing his sword over here. Love the fact that this guy looks like he's a time-traveling agent of good versus the villain with the top hat. So feeling very much so like a Marvel movie, like vignette there. So this is the Grove number is 965A on this, MS62 on this metal from 1967. Victoria de la República Centenario. Very cool form and image on that. Look how high that thing comes up. And then everything has very clear lines but also very like chunky lines, if that makes sense. Bet those things don't stack. Tell that to your 1921 peace dollars. All right, next up we have a 1849 4 reals. The 4 reals, when it comes to the Mexican coins, are among the most difficult to get. This particular coin I thought was like super cool looking. It was in a manila envelope, has like just kind of some fun tone to it. And so I was mighty disappointed in this guy when it came back with a moniker of VF Details Scratched. So GO, this 4 real FR, GO, Guanajuato Mint, a little bit more scarce, 1849. And the scratch, I mean, there's this markup here that I think is what they're calling the scratch, which is too bad. I think it's a really nice coin. This one I made a new IDK auction. So this guy here, lots of dealers have codes. I made a new code. I don't know what to do with this coin, and I'm going to send it to auction maybe. We'll just put it up. 4 reals are really scarce pieces in general. It's hard to find the combination of any records of sales for some of these based on the date in the mint mark combination. Just very, very difficult. By the way, so that I don't know what it's going to sell for. I think the MS66 is about a $125 coin. I think we had this guy, the Juarez piece, at about 150, maybe 130. Have to double check my numbers on that. Next up is one of my all-time favorites, Alfonso, the Fonz, 1898. This is 5 pesetas from España. Really nice flashy coin, full luster, but then like very scuffy. Lots of contact marks. And this particular coin is interesting. They have the double dates on these. So 1898 over 1898. You see that in parentheses down there. MS61, 5 pesetas from Spain. The date is inside of those stars again. Hard to see that first 9 looks like an 8. You're going to have to trust me that is also a 9. So 98 over 98. Type of coin that full luster, good example of a 61, even maybe a 60 on that coin. Coin that trades for approximately $200 on that guy. Next up, we have a very unusual piece from Italy. This is a 1787. I say unusual just because it has the look of something that's going to be, I don't know, more up in the Germany, Austria kind of area. It has a very like domed out edge on this coin. And then you'll see all these really sharp marks on there. All those are adjustment marks. So those things that look like scratches and scratching, that's all from them shaving metal off of the coin so it weighed the right amount. 1787. And you have some luster up in there. There's luster under there on that coin. And this guy they called an XF45. It has a very nice original reverse. The obverse looks like it might have an old cleaning on it. Feels like there should be a little bit more luster on the obverse based on what's on the reverse. Ferdinand IV of Sicily. So XF45. Oh man, see, 120 G's, baby. 120 G's. Someone's going to have to type out actually the denomination on that, because off the top of my head, I'm having a hard time remembering exactly how it's spelled. pronounced and or what it is. 120, is it like granules? Someone will do it for me there. But this guy is, in this condition, about a $300 to $350 type coin. And I was excited to get another kind of odd looking piece in here. This might look like your neighbor. Hey, Chris. So this is another, we got Frederick, this is 1839. This is from Denmark. Lots of times when you see Dan on a coin, it could be from Denmark. Little fun fact. Interesting coin to me because it has such broad open spaces on both the obverse and the reverse of the coin. Lots of open fields on this coin. And it's one Rigsdaler species. And it should be worth more because it has a dragon on it and a horse head and lines with crowns and lines without crowns. Possibly a bear and a man. Is that a man bear pig? 1839. So XF45 species dollar, SPDLR. Always, if I mispronunciate something, just feel free to not correct me or do what you want. Pretty scarce issue, 1839. This is closer to $400 on that coin. And then for our Crackouts, we had fun with these guys. So what did we have here? We had two NGC coins. So start with the Sarawak. So this coin was in a 64 red-brown holder, and I just thought the coin was absolutely stunning, especially the reverse of the coin. Like it just is bombastic, really fantastic. Love it. It's the type of coin I could just stare at that all day. Even though it's not an expensive coin, MS64 to MS65, still red-brown, but that's okay. I feel like it's in a more appropriate holder for somebody down the road. And it's probably less than $100. What a cool looking piece. CV Brook Raja. Fun coin. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of expensive coins out there, but I'm always drawn to things that I just find fascinating or interesting. This was interesting, 1756 Mexico 2 Real VF25. So I got this coin and I thought this coin is like super nice. Super nice coin. So this actually has hints of luster on the edges. It's 2 Real. There's the 2 for the 2 Real on that guy. Anyway, super nice original coin. Hints of luster on the edges. You can see it there as we get it going. Really cool toning to it. So VF25 to VF35, that feels much more appropriate to me. I actually thought the coin could go XF40. It's harder to record it at a distance, the luster, but if you look all in the periphery, you know, that's the reason you've got that reflectivity is because of luster that is remaining down, around, and in the edges. Very cool piece. This one is also going to be probably $350 or more on that guy. We'll see. But a super cool piece, 1756. Hard to read, by the way. I guess I should point that out. I always have a hard time with the 5s. Like my 5s look like that. They're just terrible. Don't know what number that is. That is a 5. I mean, it looks like a tidal wave or someone doing yoga or something, but it is a 5. All right, guys, as always, thanks so much for being here today. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.